in the sky, a god born in pain. He rose with hope, with fire in his veins. Universe held its breath that day when a mortal dared to stand in my way. He screamed his limits into the light. Every punch was a prayer, every blow a fight. But I watched him climb with a calm, cold grin, because he didn't know what he was in. He had power, heart, and will. I had balance, law, and skill. He fought like the end was near. I fought like I felt no fear. One finger stopped his fate. One blow sealed the debate. He hit me with everything he had. I answered back and smiled at that. I am BERUS God of Destruction, and you are dust. God versus God, or so he thought. But this was a lesson, not a war he sought. He burned bright, then broke apart, overwhelmed by a God's calm heart. Each strike shook the endless blue. Stars cracked when our fists flew through. He climbed higher than mortals should. Push past fear, push past blood. But strength isn't just how hard you swing, it's knowing the end of everything. While he poured his soul into the fight, I used a fraction of my might. He learned what gods already knew. Power isn't loud, it's true. The gap between us wasn't small, it was the size of the universe. One finger stopped his fate. One blow sealed the debate. He hit me with everything he had. I answered back and smiled at that. I am BERUS God of Destruction, and you are dust. God versus God, or so he thought. But this was a lesson, not a war he sought. He burned bright, then broke apart, overwhelmed by a God's calm power. I didn't end him, I let him fall. Let him feel how small is small, because fear can forge a sharper blade than mercy or rage ever made. Angels watched, the heavens shook, history paused, the cosmos looked, not to see who'd win the day, but how a God teaches the way. He reached the edge of all he knew. I stood where the universe always stood true. Not with wrath, not with hate, but with power that decides.